are 12 challenges in Dead Rails, and today I'm going to be seeing how fast I can speedrun through all of them. There's a problem though. I have to be doing this all on a fresh account, meaning no bots and no classes. And the second I click W on my keyboard, the timer will start. And I click W, the timer started, let's go. I very quickly sold the gold, bought a gun, and bought a piece of coal. But this presented me with my first problem, which is low fuel. See, if you don't know, you need about 2 to 3 fuels to get to 10,000 kilometers. I decided to ignore the problem at bay, and just with a mere stroke of luck, I ran across this free patch of coal. It was a lengthy mining session, but it dropped me about 3 coal. Meaning problem number 1 was solved, and I could focus on completing the first challenge, which is selling 5 outlaws at the outpost. See, this was going to be the easiest challenge by far out of the 12 we still have to complete. I knew finding outlaws would be hard, and on the way, I stopped and mined a bunch of gold. But another problem appeared, and that was that it was nighttime, and I was barely prepared with a barely functioning revolver. If we don't get on this train before a zombie spawns, we're gonna be rattled by zombies. I just need to go now. I was lucky enough to get on the train before zombies spawned, but I ran across a group of outlaws, and if you don't know, we really need these outlaws for the challenge. So I was faced with 2 options. A, be safe and run, or B, take the risk and man up to get the challenge. I chose option B. Hopefully the zombies don't catch me up on here. I think I should be fine though. See, Dead Rail nights are one of the scariest parts of the game. You're not gonna climb, you're not gonna climb. Wait, what? Hold on, wait. Die. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them means I need at least 12 shots. Yeah, not only did I not have to die, I also had to save my ammo. Luckily though, I found a glitch that allowed the zombies to just not be able to climb. Wait, is it daytime? Oh my god, we made it through the night. I was so ecstatic, but it was now time to lock in and finish this 5 outlaw challenge. We're gonna save these guys in our inventory. We just gotta get these last 3 and we'll be fine. Oh my god, die. Yes! Okay, you might be wondering why the challenge complete's not there. Well, I actually have to go ahead and sell them to get it complete. And so that's exactly what I did, after a long train ride though. First challenge of the game, Bounty Hunter eliminated, 1 of 12. Let's go. We completed our first challenge, which was so very rewarding, but we still have 11 to go. Not only did that provide us our first challenges, it also provided us with lots of riches. Okay, let's get this rifle and a bunch of ammo, of course, because we're definitely gonna need this to eliminate enemies. Yeah, you're probably wondering what I mean by enemies. Well, the next things I want to focus on are eliminating 50 werewolves and 50 cowboys. Okay, our weaponry is looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a snake oil and a bandage. Yeah, I was only able to afford 1 snake oil. But now there's another problem. I barely have any fuel. Yeah, it seems like we're running into problems left and right. But I ended up remembering that one of my challenges was to eliminate 200 zombies. And, well, zombies do count as fuel. So I went ahead and butchered every single one I saw. Oh my god, our fuel ran out. No way. What are we gonna do? Yeah, I literally left behind a free pack of fuel and started complaining why I lost fuel. You know what? I'm literally just gonna go AFK. But I do see some sources of fuel. No, not the horses! Not the horse! I know, it's evil, but I had to do it. Wait! Hold on, there was literally a town right there. Okay, these horses should be enough to get us to the town. Okay. We are here in the town. Let's go ahead and eliminate as many zombies as we can to get that challenge squeezed through. And, well, that's exactly what I did until I found this infinite reload glitch. Okay, you'll see I have 3, right? I'm gonna reload, switch, go back, and I should have max. Yep, just like that. That's how you insta-reload, by the way. And honestly, everything was going good until this happened. Oh, it's one of these nights, which is technically very good because we need to eliminate 50 of these guys. But there was one problem. I really just need to go ahead and get to my horse, though, because if I have my horse, it is wraps for these big black werewolves. Oh my god, I got my horse last second. Yes! I did it. I got on my horse, and I spent the entire night eliminating the werewolves. Okay, the night's over. Let's count up how much werewolves we got. 4, 5, 6 werewolves out of the 50. Lucky for us, we were blessed with fortunes better than cash, which is coal. And now we can actually make it to the next checkpoint and sell all these beautiful beauties. And that's exactly what I went to do. I sold everything, I found a bunch of cowboys, and life was just basically going good. I even ran across the werewolf castle, which is absolutely perfect for getting 50 werewolves, and with it was a bunch of cowboys. The story aligned with God's plan. But this happened. What? Yeah, my heart was shattered. I mean, I guess I deserved it for being so nonchalant? now that I died, it opened up an opportunity for me to buy a class. It wasn't much, but I ended up buying miner's class. And then I quickly got to work, firstly getting revenge on these stupid, idiotic cowboys. Move! Get off of me! Yeah, I was really angry at these guys. Thankfully though, I eliminated them and that gave me some progress on the challenge. The next challenge I put my eyes on was the get 20 guns in your inventory challenge. So I decided to raid the hidden cave of Sterling for their riches. Put it on the dynamite, grabbed the torch and threw it away. Oh my god, I almost got hit by that. That was scary. Yeah, that was me trying to live narrate. But either way, I went inside, I did the Indiana Jones method so the big black werewolves wouldn't spawn. Then I placed all 4 jade masks and opened up the thing to grab the sword. With now the stone mask and the sword combined, we have a total of $500, not even including the gold I just stole. This set us up for instantaneous success, as buying 20 revolvers would just be $700. But I didn't even need 20, as I already had weapons in my inventory. I thought revolvers were $20, so I only sold $400 worth of stuff and got to buying my revolvers. But that still wasn't enough, so I had to go ahead and sell $300 more of stuff. Gunslinger! Have 20 guns in your inventory at once, and we just completed that. Let's go! I started selling all of my revolvers that I bought, and while doing so, I accidentally made this bug where my inventory was stuck, and I literally could not get it off no matter what I did. So we just had to stick with it for the rest of the entire match. But it wasn't just a stupid visual bug. It created 2 problems. One was that I literally had to click right click just so I could turn my camera, and 2, I lost my crosshair. Well, it was still there, but it just wasn't in the center anymore. Bro, that's so annoying. But I ignored it and moved on, bought myself some snake oils, refilled my ammo, and started the journey again. Everything was going as planned. I even came across the Tesla lab and stole the head to get $250. Everything was going well. I was eliminating werewolves, eliminating cowboys, and I even successfully raided a werewolf castle, giving me around like 30 werewolves in total. Life was going good until this happened. What the frick is that? What the frick is that? See, I had went AFK to get a monitor crosshair, that way I wouldn't be blindly aiming. But I didn't realize how many running zombies would spawn. I mean, they were very annoying. And what happens next is going to shock you. I ran across a unicorn, so I guess it was a blessing in disguise. Yes! Challenge completed, tame a unicorn, and the badge as well. I was so very happy. I went ahead and sold the unicorn, got super rich, hunted down a bunch of outlaws, and found a gang of outlaws just sitting there. I couldn't let them slide, so I decided to pop up on them. Oh my god, new sheriff in town, killed 50 outlaws in one game. Yes, we got it. The reason I was so happy is because that challenge was so hard to do, but my happiness was short-lived. This was short-lived because the next challenge I had to finish was finishing 50 werewolves. And well, I did do a lot, but you'll notice I never completed the challenge. And so I ignored the problem and kept driving up until about 75,000 meters, which I was like, hey, I still don't have the challenge done, but I don't want to end the game just yet. So I'm just gonna stay here and wait for the night. And so I did. I waited, and I waited, but my hope was getting lost. And then finally, I got it. Yes, yes! We finally got the proper night. See, I was ecstatic. I was very happy, and well, it was all good. But the night ended, and I still didn't complete the challenge. So I waited about another hour and a half for a werewolf night. Please. Yes! 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 Oh my god! I have been here for like 2 hours and I finally got a werewolf night. Oh my god! I finally got it! I finally got this stupid challenge done! I finally did it. And well, I went ahead to beat the game and beat 2 more challenges, which was the unkillable challenge and the beat the game challenge. I forgot the name of it. Besides a few mini challenges done, I still had one of the most challenging challenges in the game to complete. And that was the pacifist challenge. See, the pacifist challenge is practically impossible unless you buy coal from the start, and I bought exactly 20 coal. This should be enough to get us all the way to the end without stopping. But what about the end? There's literally like 20 outlaws there, and I can't eliminate any one of them. Well, I was thinking ahead of you, buddy. My plan at 70,000 meters was to stop and wait for a vampire knight or werewolf, then sell all of them and buy a bunch of snake oils. The plan was still risky though, because I could get double headshotted and die, just like I did in the start of the video. But that's not of purpose right now. We need to lock in and choose a class. As you can see, I stupidly bought High Roller and never used it throughout the entire challenge, leaving me with low bonds. According to this YouTube short tutorial, I was told to use the Alamo class because it spawns with a helmet, metal sheets, and barbed wires. And you're probably saying, hey, barbed wires end up eliminating stuff. Don't they count for pacifist? No, they actually do not. Neither does killing enemies with your train. So we were all G. Or well, I thought I was. See, there was one problem. I had to do this challenge in one attempt, and if I didn't, I would be raps for the entirety of the run. I mean, I would have to restart from scratch. This is due to the 20 coal, and we don't have enough bonds to buy another set of 20 coal. So if we waste it, it's over. I began the match by opening my 2 delightful bags of loot. It was honestly amazing. Then I had to decide where I put my stuff. I decided to put this here, that there, and blah blah blah. Oh yeah, I forgot about the newspapers, and I decided to use those as well. I had just built the ultimate train without even spending a single dime of my money. From now, it was just literally holding W. I'm not lying. I actually held W for like an entire hour. Alright. We are here at the 70-kilometer checkpoint. We need a lot of snake oils. I'm talking like 8 snake oils. So a lot of waiting ahead of us. So, yeah. I did decide to mine 2 pieces of coal. Give me about like $8, but that's still not enough. Eventually, a night came and I had a bunch of werewolves to sell. So I decided to buy a bunch of snake oil. And then I got ready to start my journey again. We were so close to the end. Everything came down to this. I was scared. We're just almost there. You see that? You see that? You see that? Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, we're gonna pop 5 snake oils, all right? 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Go out. Turn the crank. I forgot to grab the metal thing. Come on, run. Get in! Why I can't move? Oh my god. Bro, there's no way. I finally did it. I completed the challenge that I couldn't even do on my main account. I guess I just had to wait for a few minutes, and there we go. We beat the game. But it's not all cherries and blossom. We still have to do Pony Express and drink 10 snake oils that I completely forgot to do. So I got 18 snake oil. 10 of them I'll just do right away for the challenge so I don't forget. And then I'm actually gonna go ahead and buy myself a weapon with some ammo right off the bat. That weapon being a rifle and a lot of rifle ammo. See, the best class for this challenge would be Cowboy. But as I said earlier, I was a complete fumbleluda idiot and I bought the High Roller class. So I had no option but to just go ahead and start with the minor class because I had nothing better and 0 bonds. So with that, I started my run by collecting my beautiful shop items and class items. Then I bought 2 pieces of snake oil, meaning I had 20 snake oil, and I instantaneously popped them so I can get the 10 challenge done. There was a problem though. I popped them so slow that the first 10 didn't even count, and I just wasted 10 snake oils. I used up my last 10 snake oils, leaving me with absolutely nothing to heal myself in emergencies. But that wasn't even the main problem. Only walking presents you with a lot of other problems, such as lightning knights. What are you gonna do if there's no building around and there's no cover? Sure, it's pretty rare, but it's always a possibility. And just by 1 strike, the game will be ended. But in just no time, our first night arrived, and it was a vampire night. These knights are one of the most problematic knights ever because they're not predictable like zombies. They just teleport randomly. I had to eliminate every single vampire in my way. I had no other option or else I would risk dying. Eventually, I made it to daytime and life was good, but this presented us with yet another problem. We still don't have a horse and we've been walking for 20 minutes and we haven't even gotten to the first checkpoint. At this rate, it would take me ages. If you want to do the math, go ahead. But I kept walking. I avoided every enemy I possibly could. And to counteract the loss of money I would get by avoiding enemies, I just used the minor class to mine gold. I even ended up getting to the first checkpoint and having a snake oil. But this entire time, we have not found a single horse. Eventually, a zombie knight came, and they are one of the most annoying knights in the game. I'm not gotta pop a snake, boy. Yep, I'm popping a snake. Oh my. And by the miracle of gods, I ran across cowboys and 3 horses. The journey was going perfect, but then this happened. No. I was scared. My tempers were seriously shivered. I mean, look at all the vampires there were. Bro, what the heck? I was too strong, defeated all the vampires, and made it to daytime. So I continued the journey. Everything was going good, and we're about 70,000 kilometers right now, figuring out this new juking tactic. But out of nowhere, combined with the night of vampires, I was surprised by a gang of cowboys. Remember how I said I hated them earlier? Well, they got their get back. It was 2 headshots in a row. Not even snake oil could out-heal this. I seriously thought of buying Robux, but I just didn't. I swallowed it up and did another attempt. This time, I barely had any bonds to start off with, as I only had 15 from the drinking snake oils. I got in and I collected all my shop items. This time, I didn't have the luxury of spawning in with snake oils. Pretty sad. I got pretty lucky early on in the run and found this out camp with literally so much loot. But then, out of nowhere, a lightning knight spawned in, and it was actually pretty scary. But I saw this barn in the distance, and I had nowhere else to go for cover, so I just prayed I wouldn't die and started walking there. There were a couple zombies I had to take care of, but as I turned the corner to walk, I saw this. Oh my god, there's a horse. Okay, wait. Oh my god. Wait, yes, there's a saddle in here. Let's go. That's right. Early on the run, we got ourselves a horse, and so I tamed the horse after a bit of struggle. Yes, we got a horse. There's no way. And then I took it on a joyride till we got to the next checkpoint, where it literally got struck by lightning straight in the head, but still lived. What a saint. After selling everything, I was the richest man in the server. Well, I was alone. I bought snake oil, bought a bunch of ammo, and started the journey again. About 5 minutes in, I ran into the Tesla lab and did the exact same thing I've been doing this entire time. I robbed it of all its value. And then I sold everything and had like $500. I was balling at this point. And I do have a bit of a snake oil problem, but that's okay. With the remainder of my money, I wanted to see if I could make a cool contraption on the horse that allowed me to not be hit by lightning, but it didn't really work that well. I tried using 2 and it worked a little better, but honestly there was just no point of doing so. Later though, it would create problems for me. After like 40 minutes of just literally riding, I came across this group of sheriffs, but I literally could not hit them because of the stupid wall and trailer. And so every time I turned around, I was fearing. My palms were sweating they would double headshot me like last time. And I did not want to die now. So I popped 5 snake oils, ran for my life, and tried to shoot them from range. And it ended up working miraculously. So my entire run was saved by using all of my snake oil. I had but one obstacle left. And that was the end. On my way to the end, I had a vampire night. And this vampire night was absolute chaos. I don't know. For some reason, the later you play the game, the more stuff spawn at night. But I absolutely marauded every single last one of them. And it was finally time to invade the end. Oh my god, the night's finally over. Okay. Hold on. Let's just make sure I don't die here. There's no way I die here at the final stretch of the challenge. Yeah, I really was not in the mood to die now. 8.5 hours in? Yeah, that's just too much. I think I got everybody. All right, let's go ahead and actually open up this bridge. Wait, never mind. Die. Bro, I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead. All right. I'm turning the crank, y'all. Okay, I got that. So I turned the crank, but I didn't expect the second round to be so difficult. I can't do anything. I can't do anything, bro. Oh my god, bro, I'm not peeking. Holy. Okay, hold on. This is not looking good. Wait, what if I just do this? As my snake oil department and HP were crumbling, I figured out this new strategy where I could literally just run away. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, but it is such a magical trick. Oh my god, that was probably the most stressful minute. Like, look at all that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0! Yes! And with that, I had completed every challenge in the game.